The next song is a track called Gemini.
Gemini, this is a interesting track, I'll say. It's definitely the most different track on the album for sure.
Gemini is a very different song compared to what you've heard so far on the album.
It has a cool, I hate to use the word groove, but it has a cool groove to it. Especially that verse riff, that's one of my favorite riffs on the album.
If I had to pick one word for this song, it's pummeling. This song beats you to a pulp.
Groovy, heavy, and to the point.
Gemini is a rhythmic track. It really pummels you into the dirt.
And it's just the song, it starts out like it's got this mid-pace vibe that you can just really headbang to. It's kind of dark.
A lot of cool like chug riffs that we normally don't do.
The drums are definitely a workout on this song. The double bass is fucking pummeling. I keep saying that word because that's what it is. It is fucking a drive, man. This song is a jackhammer.
Sometimes it's cool to stand back and just let the riff stand alone, stand by itself. Sometimes you don't need all those extra layers, so I don't know, I tried to work on that on this one, like less is more approach.
I personally think Derek and Jason did a good job with this one in like branching off and trying something different.
Gemini has double bass, it has groove, it has blasts in the middle, and it has melodies, and it has a lot of cool Astralborne shit.
And the bass was really fun, you know, I was having fun grooving, playing those big, chunky, nasty riffs.
The track rhythmically, it has a lot of cool dynamic to it. It's slower. It's like I said, it's more a lot of those cool chug riffs.
It's got a lot of like percussive, groovy elements, which is really important.
The song Gemini lyrically is about reincarnation and rebirth, and it kind of taps into this thought that, you know, if you lived 100 or thousands of lifetimes, somehow a future reincarnation of yourself connects with you in the present day. It's kind of the ultimate deja vu trip. The next track is our cover song, December Flower, which is an Inflamed song off of Jester Race.
They're a huge influence even before this band, just from the very beginning. That's one of the forefathers that I personally look to for my guitar sound.
I think we did this song as a way to pay homage to a band that has a huge influence on Astralborne.
Originally I had it on the end, just like the Priest cover was, but Cessna kind of said it didn't flow like it should have, so we kind of just tagged it in the middle.
Hey, this isn't something that everybody's always covering. Like, it'd be like, nobody wants to cover Enter Sandman. It's been covered and played 10,000 times. You want to cover something that's like a little off the beaten path, and I think that's the direction we wanted to go with this, and it's a good representation of, you know, what we love as a band.
Yeah, one of the big reasons that I picked it was just kind of a fun play off of everybody saying that we're just the In Flames cover band. So, fuck it, let's just do it. If you can't beat them, join them.
If you've ever heard this song, December Flower, this song is all about the solos. It's all about the fucking guitar leads. Derek shredded the fuck out of the song, and again, we had Steve Redmond play on this, and he also shredded it right up your ass.
We recruited Steve Redmond for the big solo in the middle. I originally attempted it, and I kind of reached out to Steve like, bro, my stuff sounds like shit, can you help me out? And he stepped up to the plate and he fucking hammered it.
It's like something you want to take pride in and make it good, but you want to make it your own, but you don't want to like stray too far from the original.
We kept the sound pretty true to the original. I think I added like 1 or 2 harmonies that aren't there, but you would never notice that anyway.
I don't know what the song is about. I didn't write it, but as I understand it, it's about the circle of life. It's like it's like everything dies and returns to the earth. Promethean Fire is an instrumental track.
To me, it's like the intermission of the album.
One of my favorite things about this track is it's all over the place. Like, it just comes in nice and mellow and slow, and it just kind of has this big epic melody.
Things start out a little slow on the song, but it dynamically builds with some really intense guitar parts.
And then it just kind of ebbs and flows. It's got some like real heavy parts. It's got some real melodic parts.
Believe it or not, I was heavily inspired by Injustice for All, Metallica. To Live Is To Die, I was listening to that one quite a bit.
it's what an instrumental should be. It should be kind of weird and all over the place and have like these peaks and valleys and all these different movements, and I like that a lot.
There's a lot of intersecting guitar riffs. It's not just harmony rhythm in this one. There's some of them have 3 or 4 parts playing at once through each other.
The ending, that's a spicy meatball, baby.
But it's really at the end when things build up to this kind of hyper blast beat, shred, guitar-laden part.
Derek got this fucking ripping solo at the end.
I decided to do a solo on the end of this. It kind of just puts the icing on the cake for the ending of the track. I think it was an epic way to leave it off.
We were lucky enough to have Igor from Fires in the Distance play a solo on this song.
My boy Igor killed this solo. Thanks, Igor, for fucking ripping that one.
I think the dude fucking nailed it.
It just sends the whole track to this whole other place that we didn't really anticipate. But when we've heard the solo, we were just blown away.
So cheers, Igor. Thanks for the contribution and sharing your talent with us, brother.
The title for Promethean Fire was chosen based on the Greek myth of Prometheus and how he stole fire from the gods to give it to humanity to help form civilization. But the song itself is kind of like an awakening of consciousness and kind of humanity's fighting chance